Archangel Michael says, I've personally ensured a forgotten message for you is here right now. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a divine appointment you cannot afford to miss. To my child whom I love, please pay close attention. Heaven has opened a door for you that had been locked for years. My child, you saw this message because your soul asked for it before your eyes did. Something holy has been set free in your name. Next to you, you can see both Archangel Michael and Archangel Michael. They want you to find out what heaven has been keeping secret. Don't read what's written for you yet. My beloved, please subscribe right now if you want the protection, blessings, and guidance of heaven to stay with you every day. I want you to do something strong before we go any further. Tell heaven that today is the day your soul has been waiting for. In the space below, type the word Amen. As a promise to God, not just because it's the right thing to do. Feel your spirit and the gates of heaven open up. As you write it, your faith has made it possible. You are telling the universe that you are ready for this blessing in a very simple way. Because everyday people with faith see miracles. Plus, people who stay in touch get messages when they need them. Don't wait, my child. The next message might come at the exact moment when things change for you. Your blessing has finally arrived. Heaven tells you not to skip, says Archangel Michael, who stands behind you with a sword of blazing light. Do you feel that, my child? That sudden heart-pounding feeling that isn't a mistake. That is just the right time. Archangel Michael is leaning toward you and whispering. Your soulmate's forgotten message has come back to you. My beloved, heaven has been waiting for you to be still, open, and ready to hear what was meant for your spirit. You are being led here because something is about to change in your life, and this message is the first sign of that change. Michael tells you that this message was your soulmate's prayer for you. They said this prayer to you before they even knew your face. My beloved, pay close attention to this moment because heaven doesn't talk twice when things need to be done right away. My child, Archangel Michael is putting his hand on your shoulder right now and saying, you have suffered enough. No one knows that you have been carrying heavy feelings, silent heartbreaks, and quiet disappointments. But God saw it. Heaven saw every tear you wiped by yourself. And heaven has decided that pain will not follow you into the next part of your life. My beloved, you are now entering the time of year when everything you thought was hidden will come out. My child, the truth, the love, the blessing, and the message are all coming your way. Pages of golden light are shown to me by Archangel Michael. And there is something written about you on one of those pages. A name, a place, a link that wouldn't break, even when life tried to separate it. This message was written by your soulmate with a shaking heart because they hoped it would reach you sometime like this. My beloved, this is why you shouldn't skip. All of heaven sigh when you skip a moment. Not because they are mad at you, but because they are afraid. You will miss what was meant for you. If we have never met, why does this message feel like it is from me to you? Because it is about them. Because it was made just for your soul in heaven. Because your guardian angels have been watching you go through bad times you didn't deserve. Now they are making a path that is so clear that it will get rid of any doubts you have. Someone in heaven has called your name, my beloved. Someone you cared about. There was someone who always prayed for you to find love, peace, and safety. Archangel Michael brings those prayers to you today. Like a river of soft light, Archangel Michael raises his sword and says, a blessing has already arrived. You can have what heaven wants to give you right now, not tomorrow or next week, but only if you let it in. Miracles don't happen behind closed doors. My love, good things can't come into places where fear is louder than faith. What comes in will change your life in ways you never thought possible, ways you quietly prayed for. So today, my child, heaven wants you to open the door. This message was written right before your heart broke. The promise from heaven that you would one day understand why things happened the way they did was sealed. Please take a deep breath and move closer, my child. What I'm about to say is something that heaven has been waiting years to give you. Now, Archangel Michael stands in front of you with a scroll made of pure light in his hand. You are not here by accident, my beloved. Every second of your life, every delay, every heartbreak, and every prayer that went unanswered has been preparing you for this divine opening you are walking into right now. Listen to Archangel Michael, my child. That strong, firm voice of his is strong, my child. He tells you, you've been taking the blame for someone else's mistakes. You've blamed yourself for things you didn't do. Heaven saw the nights when you didn't think you were good enough and wondered if you were worth anything. Today, I want to tell you that you were always enough. Some people didn't see the fire of heaven in you. Can you feel that warmth getting stronger in your chest? Your spirit is seeing the truth at that moment. You lost something too quickly, beloved. A chat, a connection, or a relationship that ended before it could be closed. You thought about what their silence meant and why God let someone you care about die. God tells you, Archangel Michael, that your soulmate never forgot about you. They often thought about you. They got their message across. It was just put off. My child, you were brought here to hear what your spirit has been waiting for. Archangel Michael, who I love, snorts, takes the book of your future and places it in front of you. As the pages turn in a soft glow, he says, your blessing was never lost. It was just ready for the right time. As soon as your heart was ready to accept it, that time is now. My child, he tells you, you have been taking the blame for someone else's mistakes. You have blamed yourself for things you didn't do. Heaven saw the nights when you didn't think you were good enough, and wondered if you were worth anything. I am telling you now that you are always enough. The wrong people just couldn't see the fire of heaven in you. Do you feel that warmth rising in your chest? Beloved, in that moment, your spirit knows the truth. Something in your life, my beloved, ended too quickly. An exchange, a connection, or a conversation that ended before it could end. You tried to figure out what their silence meant. You didn't understand why God let someone you care about drift away. Your soulmate never forgot you. They never stopped thinking about you. Their message was never erased, only delayed, says Archangel Michael. Dear child, you were led here, so that you could hear what your spirit has been waiting for. Archangel Michael takes out a book which is your destiny and puts it in front of you. My beloved, your blessing was never lost. It was just waiting for the right time. The moment your heart was strong enough to receive it, my child, that moment is now. The pages turned on their own. My beloved, heaven is shifting things around you right now. A blessing you thought was impossible is already moving toward you. Even now, someone is thinking of you, drawn to you, guided toward you by a divine pull they cannot explain. Archangel Michael says, this person carries a truth. They're afraid to confess, but they will because heaven wants them to. My child, something big is about to come into your life. Something you prayed for with tears in your eyes and something you longed for even when hope seemed low. Do not skip this because skipping it means giving up what God is trying to give you. Says Archangel Michael. You, my beloved, were picked to hear this message because your life is about to take a sharp turn that you can't see yet, but will soon feel. Here is the point where you change from waiting to getting. Your voice needs to be heard in heaven. Acknowledge what is moving toward you in the comments. I want you to write these 4 words with conviction. I receive my blessing. Not I hope to receive. Not maybe someday. But I receive my blessing right now. In this moment, let heaven hear your certainty. Let the angels witness your faith. Write it boldly. I never wanted to lose you. I never wanted to stay away. That person walks toward you with a trembling heart. Just like yours, they carry a message written in silence. I never wanted to lose you. I never wanted to stay away. My beloved, your soulmate's forgotten message is more than just words. It is a truth soaked in longing that is waiting to reach you. And heaven has set everything up so that this truth reaches you now, not later, my child. Archangel Michael leans forward and whispers. You are about to be blessed in a way that everyone will see. It's not a small or short-term gift. Everything in your life changes because of this blessing. This message sounds like it's coming straight from heaven to your soul. That's because heaven writes differently for each person. Dear child, you are about to start a new chapter where old pain will disappear like smoke. Where clarity will replace fog, where love will replace loneliness, and where blessings will replace fights. My beloved, please keep reading because this message isn't over yet. You are still being talked to by heaven, my child and beloved. Heaven is opening a door that has been shut to you since the day your soul first broke with sadness. Stay here with me. Archangel Michael, whom I love, stands next to you with wings that are moving back and forth. He has something in his hands that looks like a happy memory. Of a time that your soulmate keeps thinking about over and over again. It doesn't matter if they act like they've moved on. This moment was never forgotten. It was kept safe. Snorts, and now it is coming back to you, my child. Pay close attention. Most people will look away now. But you have been chosen to hear what comes next. Archangel Michael, whom I love, will now move behind you. It feels heavy, warm, and safe to be with him. He picks you up by the back of your neck. You feel better right away. It's like a weight you didn't know you were carrying is finally lifted. He whispers, my child, you have carried the weight of unanswered questions. You asked why someone left when they said they wouldn't. You asked why love stopped talking to you. You asked why life put you through tests when all you wanted was peace. Today heaven answers. Nothing was taken from you, only delayed for a higher purpose. My beloved, this is where your blessing begins. My child, Archangel Michael shows me your heart, which is tired and bruised, but still beating with hope. Before he tells us something amazing, he says, this heart deserves truth. This heart needs to be loved. The message that was meant for this heart should be sent to it. You got a letter from the afterlife. It was a message of love, pain, regret, and longing. I have a message just for you, my love. Heaven has finally decided that now is the right time for you to get what you've been wanting. This is how the message starts, my child. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose you. I wasn't going to leave. I never meant for the silence to take away everything we had. I think about you more than I tell you. I feel you more than I show. I wonder what would have happened if I had stayed every day. Do you sense these words in your spirit, my beloved? They were written for you a long time ago before you even came here. Archangel Michael tells my child, your soulmate didn't forget about you. They forgot about themselves. They got lost in fear, confusion, and mistakes. They didn't know how to fix. They walked away not because they didn't care, but because they didn't know how to deal with how deeply they felt. My beloved, heaven is now showing me something stronger. Your paths are going around and around. Your forces are coming back together. Your link is getting stronger. Archangel Michael speaks once more and his voice sounds like love wrapped in thunder. My child, the good thing you prayed for is almost here. It is almost as close as your breath. And heaven will put what was promised a long time ago in your heart. As soon as you open it, my beloved, you must get this. Being alone wasn't a punishment for you. You didn't waste time waiting. No one looked away from your tears. Heaven was making you strong enough to hold this huge blessing. My child, I can see that someone is thinking about you a lot right now, but I don't know why. It makes their soul feel restless. Their heart doesn't feel whole. They feel like something is missing when you are not there. This person is meant to return, says Archangel Michael. My child, your blessing has arrived, and no darkness, no delay, no fear can stop it now. But you must keep reading. You must stay open because what heaven is sending next will prepare your heart. My beloved, I see something very strange. A divine alignment is coming together around you. Your soulmate spirit is restless because they can feel you growing into the person that heaven always wanted you to be. Connections are shifting, energies are returning, and paths are coming together. The version that doesn't hurt as much as the old one. I want you to know that something old and holy inside you is awakening. It is something you lost along the way, but never really forgot. And the next part, the next surprise. You are my child and my beloved. As you move into the next part, I want you to feel the change around you. Your spirit is not making this warmth, pull, and sudden surge of energy up. In this moment, heaven is getting you ready for a long hidden truth. Archangel Michael, my beloved, is getting closer and is almost shaking with urgency. He speaks in a whisper. The next few words might make you remember a part of your heart that you had closed off, snorts, a long time ago. But don't be scared of it through this message. My child, heaven is healing you. He pulls out the scroll again, but this time it shines brighter, like more truth is being shown. Then Archangel Michael says, this is the part your soulmate prayed would one day reach you. Listen, my beloved, the message keeps going. I could feel your absence before I knew what it was. Before I knew what it meant, I could feel your silence. Even though I said I didn't care, I felt terrible about losing you. To be honest, I cared more than I could say. My child, do these words strike a chord in your heart since they came from a soul that has been calling your name in the dark? My beloved Archangel Michael comes forward again, his wings spread out, casting a shield of fire around you. He tells his child, you were never the problem. No one was ready for the gift that you were, my love. In your mind, read it again. You were the blessing. So that truth is coming back into your life now that you are ready to receive it. My child, Archangel Michael, show me something strong. Your soulmate would sometimes pick up the phone to text you, but hang up. They would sometimes go over old conversations again to try to figure out what went wrong. They smiled when they thought of you, but they were hurt right away because they didn't know if they could ever come back. My beloved, their heart has been having a fight. Now heaven has made up its mind. The fight is over. Now, my child, the truth is now out. The message gets stronger. I didn't know how to love you, right? My beloved, I tried to keep you from feeling my pain. I thought that leaving you would help you, but it hurt me more. Things that are meant to last forever don't stay broken because God is good. Archangel Michael's voice shakes the air as he says, "You were not abandoned. You were not forgotten. You were protected. You need to understand something holy, my child. God didn't let this person stay in your life until they were better when the relationship would have hurt you. God didn't let it go on. God put an end to your story, but not to end it. He did it to get you both ready. What the angels are telling you is more. My beloved, your soulmate has been having dreams, seeing signs, and remembering things about you that are more painful than they thought they would be. Your name keeps coming back to them when there is silence. As the message gets more personal, Archangel Michael says, this is not a coincidence. God is waking you up, my child. I have something to say. I was afraid to say it. I loved you all the time. I didn't know how to love you the right way. As I write these words, my beloved, I can see that something is changing in the spiritual world. I see a cord getting back together, a gap closing and a connection rekindling. Archangel Michael places his hand on your heart and says, my child, the blessing that is connected to your destiny is already on its way. You need to read more. You must stay open because heaven is still talking to you, my beloved. The next part tells you why you were chosen to hear this message today, right now with this breath. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. As you feel more awake, know that your help with this mission is not a joke. It's something God wants us to know through the link in the pinned comment. You can help with this work. You can be a part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog by buying coffee, giving money, or joining our community. Each seed grows into a light that fights the darkness. You will get watered if you water other people. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. My child, my beloved, as you read on, I want you to notice something happening in the background. Do you feel a slight shaking in your soul? That light pull behind your ribs? That soft pain that makes you think of something? That's because heaven is speaking to a part of you that has been quiet for too long. My beloved Archangel Michael gets closer. His wings fold behind him, making it look like he's kneeling next to your spirit. My child, this is the part of the message your heart has been waiting for without knowing it, he says in a soft voice. My beloved, he adds, rolling the scroll out even more, and the golden letters glow brighter, as if God himself had pressed this truth into it. Let's seal this moment with heaven right now. Before this truth comes out in full, if you type Amen in the comments, make sure you really mean it. Heaven, let this be the moment that your story takes a new turn. Every time you write, a stone of faith is added to your spiritual base. Don't hold back. Heaven should hear your yes. I didn't leave because I didn't love you. I left because I didn't know how to deal with how I felt. The next message says, I couldn't hide the truth from you because you were too real, too pure, too strong, and too close to it. You saw parts of me I was afraid to show. My child, let these words sink in. Heaven is showing you the answer to every question that used to keep you up at night. Archangel Michael, whom I love, moves forward again. He spread his wings out wide, making a shield of divine fire around you. He tells you, my child, that the pain you felt wasn't a punishment. It was getting ready. Heaven was getting you ready to get back what you were given wrong. It wasn't for nothing, my love, that you had to go through pain, silence, and loneliness like a hidden wound. I can see that you were trying to be strong even though your heart was weak. I can see that you were acting like you were moving on when really you felt like someone was pulling your soul backwards. I see you wondering why things didn't become clear. The message gets even stronger, my child, as Archangel Michael whispers, clarity comes now. I told myself I could live without you. I tried to hide how I felt and forget about what was going on. But when there was peace, my love, I could feel you. Does your spirit understand what these words mean? Since they were written just for you before you got here, my child, Archangel Michael says, your soulmate didn't forget about you. They forgot about themselves. They walked away not because they didn't care, but because they didn't know how to deal with how deeply they felt. My beloved Archangel Michael says, Heaven is showing me something stronger now. Your paths are circling back. Your energies are being drawn together again. Your connection is waking up. Archangel Michael speaks again. His voice like thunder wrapped in love. My child, the blessing you prayed for is not far. It is closer than your own breath. And the moment you open your heart, heaven will put what was promised a long time ago. My beloved, you must understand this. Your loneliness was not a punishment. Your waiting was not wasted. Your tears were not ignored. Heaven was making you into someone who could hold a blessing this big. My child, I can see someone thinking about you over and over again, but they don't know why. Their soul is restless and their heart is missing something. They feel your absence like a missing piece that they cannot explain. Archangel Michael says, this person is meant to return. They need to talk. The message goes on, my beloved. I tried to move on and forget about you, but my heart keeps pulling me back. There was peace in my heart before I knew it. I wasn't ready to accept the truth about you. The truth is coming to you now, not tomorrow or someday, my child. The Archangel Michael raises his sword of fire and says, "Your blessing has arrived. Things will change in your life. But you have to read on. Be still, my beloved, because what's coming next will get you ready for what heaven is sending." This is a very important message that has been kept secret by heaven for years. Please pay close attention. The veil between your life and heaven starts to thin here and the truth starts to show. Archangel Michael, whom I love, moves forward again. He only had eyes that shone with a light that comes out when a divine truth is too important to wait. The message from your soulmate is held close to his chest as if to protect it from the storms, doubts, distance, and fear that tried to keep it from you. It was written by the part of the soul that never lies. So nothing could erase or silence it. It feels like an old warmth is coming back to you in your heart, in your spirit, my beloved, that is my child. Pay close attention because what Archangel Michael says next will clear up all the mess you've been living in. Archangel Michael steps up to you and says, "You have always been the blessing in someone's life, but you never believed it. It was pure, deep, and innocent love that you gave, but someone left without realizing how valuable what they had was." Snorts, "Heaven shows me that this person never found peace after losing you, my beloved." As soon as they felt the emptiness, they didn't say anything because they were too proud or confused. They tried to find someone to fill your spot, but nothing worked. And Archangel Michael shows me times when they looked for other people besides you, but their heart turned down every possibility. That is why heaven says their message had to reach you now, not before or after, because the season of silence is over. My beloved, the forgotten message goes on. I thought you were strong. I thought you didn't need me. I thought you were moving on, but I was wrong. I was afraid to tell you the truth. Losing you broke something inside me, too. Does this make you feel anything? Because heaven is touching a place where pain has been living in peace for far too long. My beloved Archangel Michael shows me another scene. You were alone with your thoughts, wondering if they remembered you, if they felt bad about anything, or if you were just a moment in their life. Archangel Michael tells you you were not a moment. You made a difference. My child, this is the truth. They felt something in their heart wake up. After being asleep for years, you reminded them of what it was like to care about someone without any tricks or masks. You were the peace they didn't know, how to hold, and the softness they didn't expect. There is more to the message, my beloved. I wanted to come back sooner and tell you everything, but I didn't know how to face you. After all the times I let you down, I didn't know if you would trust me again or if I deserved another chance. My child, heaven wants you to understand something. Their silence wasn't rejection and their distance wasn't lack of love. It was fear, confusion, and wounds they carried around with them before you came into their lives. Yes, my beloved. Archangel Michael comes forward again and stands his sword straight up in the ground. This means that something has been settled in the spiritual world for your benefit. He tells you, my child, your blessing has arrived and no darkness, delay or fear can stop it now. But you should read more. I see something wonderful, my love, around you. A divine alignment is taking shape. Links are changing. Energies are coming back and paths are coming together. The spirit of your soulmate is restless because they can feel you becoming the person that heaven has always wanted you to be. The one that doesn't hold pain. My child, something divine and ancient is awakening inside you. Something you lost but never forgot. And the next part, the next surprise. I want you to feel the change around you as you move on to the next part. My beloved child, it's not in your head that you feel this warmth, pull and sudden power surge. Heaven is getting you ready for a long hidden truth. Archangel Michael moves closer and whispers in a low voice. The words that follow might let out a piece of your heart that you've been holding back for a long time. Don't be scared, though. When you subscribe, you do more than just watch what a channel posts. You're telling God, there are many ways for God to talk to me. And I want to stay in touch with all of them. Because you were too real, too pure, too strong, and too close to the truth. I ran away from it. You saw parts of me I was scared to show. You loved parts of me that I didn't know how to accept. As you read these words, my child, let them sink in. Heaven is showing you the answer to every question that used to keep you up at night. My beloved Archangel Michael comes forward again, this time with his wings spread wide to form a shield of divine fire around you. He tells his child, the pain you felt wasn't punishment. It was getting ready. Heaven was getting you ready to do the wrong thing with what it gave you. No matter how much pain, silence, and loneliness you lived through, my beloved, it was all worth it. I can see that you were trying to be strong even though your heart was weak. I can see that you were acting like you were moving on when really you felt like someone was pulling your soul backwards. I see you wondering why things didn't become clear. I told myself I could handle life without you. Archangel Michael whispered, clarity comes now. Oh my child, the message gets even stronger. I tried to hide how I felt. I tried to forget about things, but life always got quiet. I could feel you. I couldn't turn off the light that was you in my mind all the time. Do you feel that, my love? What made your heart feel heavy? All of a sudden, that's where the truth lives now. Where fear used to be. My child, Archangel Michael speaks in a loud but soft voice. They didn't understand the answer that you gave them. They were not ready for the blessing you were. These things are now waking up. This makes their heart remember. Fate is moving again. Now, dear one, a holy event is taking place. It's time for a cycle that felt stuck to start up again. There is life again in a bond that felt broken before. A message that seemed lost is now on the rise. Archangel Michael says, they wanted to reach out, speak, and come closer, but they were afraid of what you would say. They were afraid of hurting you again. They were afraid of facing themselves. My child, heaven asks you to understand this. Their fear was never about you. It was about their own wounds, their own past, and their shadows. My beloved Archangel Michael raises his sword of light, and the flames reflect on the pages of fate. He tells, my child, heaven is not bringing this person back into your life as they were. Heaven is giving them back to you the way you asked, healed, woken up, and changed. There is more, my beloved. Something that Archangel Michael didn't want to tell you, but heaven now says you have to. The return of your soulmate is not a coincidence. The awakening of your soulmate is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence that your soulmate's message is coming back to you now. Someone you know needs to hear this message right now. According to heaven, One person in your life is waiting for a big step forward, confirmation or hope. Share this video and you will become a vessel of blessing. You become the one who brings breakthrough to another soul. When you click share, the mood changes. Not only does this word bless you, but it also blesses everyone you send it to. Share this right now. You can share it with a friend, put it on your story, or add it to a group. As you share, expect your own breakthroughs to happen faster. What you let go of for other people, heaven lets go of for you. What does Archangel Michael say? Today was picked just for you to read this because the next part of your life starts as soon as your heart stunts. As your heart understands the truth behind the silence, my beloved, the next part is where things start to change. Destiny, love, clarity, and blessing all come together. At this moment, this part has the depth your soul has been craving. My child, my beloved, come even closer now. The kind of truth that your heart has felt but never seen put into words. Heaven is moving through these words as you read them. It guides every breath, feeling, and emotion that comes up in you. Archangel Michael stands still for a moment and looks straight into your spirit. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Koi community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My beloved, you are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. The look on his face is not soft now. He seems serious and almost in a hurry, as if he knows that what he is about to say will change your fate in a very deep way. He says in a low voice, "My child, what you are about to hear is not meant for everyone." He then opens the next part of the scroll. Before this last layer of truth is shown, I need you to be a part of your own miracle. Write in the comments, "My heart is open." It's not just letters and numbers on a screen. It makes a spiritual point. You're telling heaven, "I'm ready. I'm writing things down. I'm getting type it now and feel how it changes you." So, I didn't know how I felt at the time. What does the message say next? It was hard for me to hold what you gave me. When someone could see me so well, I didn't know what to do. But when I lost you, I saw the truth I didn't want to see. That the last thing my soul was meant to do was lose you. That truth hits you in a new way, doesn't it, child? Heaven shows me that your heart isn't shocked. It's just recognizing something you've always known. You knew deep down that someone loved you, but they never told you. This is my beloved Archangel, Michael. His wings cover you like a shield of light and warmth. He tells her, my child, you were not replaced. We didn't forget about you. You were not forgotten. No one can erase the mark your soul made. My beloved, this is what heaven is stressing. You were not someone's short-term chapter. You were what changed them. You were their wake-up call. You were a reflection of them. I see flashes from Archangel Michael. Sometimes your soulmate stopped in the middle of the day because they couldn't handle remembering you too much. Times when they heard a song and knew you were there. Moments where they whispered your name in their mind without meaning to. He also says that they tried to forget about you, but heaven wouldn't let them. My child, the message gets even more dangerous. No one else ever got the parts of me I kept hidden from everyone else. You saw my worries. You saw how hurt I was. You saw how crazy I was. You didn't run. You stayed. I was scared because no one had ever done that before. Feel how your spirit softens as you read that, my beloved. That is because heaven is finally giving you the closure, clarity, and truth. You have been waiting for a long time. Archangel Michael speaks again, this time with confidence. You were easy for me to love, my child. It was easy to love you. It was hard for them to face themselves. This next part, my beloved, is something that heaven has kept secret until now. Archangel Michael tells you that they never meant to leave you. Their spirit was linked to yours. Every day, their heart was drawn back to you. Something bad did happen though, and they never told you about it. This is why you kept quiet, my child. It was like a wound. The message keeps going. You didn't know about some things that were going on in my life. Things I didn't fully grasp. I wasn't able to love you the way you ought to be loved. I wasn't stable. I wasn't better. I wasn't ready. I hid parts of myself when I lost you. But now I have to face them. Heaven is showing you, my beloved, that this time apart was not rejection. It was turning around. Now Archangel Michael's voice gets softer. You saw my worries. You saw how hurt I was. You saw how crazy I was. You didn't run. You stayed. I was scared because no one had ever done that before, my beloved. Feel how reading that makes you feel better, because heaven is finally giving you the ending clarity and truth that you have been waiting for a long time. Archangel Michael speaks again, this time with confidence. You were easy for me to love, my child. It was easy to love you. It was hard for them to face themselves. This next part, my beloved, is something that heaven has kept secret until now. Archangel Michael explains, they had no plans to leave you. Their spirit was linked to yours. Their heart kept coming back to you every day. Still, something bad did happen, but they didn't tell you. That's why you were quiet, my kid. It felt like a cut. The message keeps going. Some things going on in my life were hidden from you. Things I didn't fully understand. I failed to love you the way you deserved to be loved. I wasn't stable. I wasn't better. I wasn't ready. When I lost you, I hid parts of myself. Now I have to face them. You are being shown by heaven, my beloved, that this time apart wasn't rejection. Now it was going around. The voice of Archangel Michael gets softer. My child, you had to let your heart grow. Their heart had to get better. You had to go separate ways so that your fates could meet at the right time. This is why, my dear heaven, you were sent here today, not yesterday or months ago. As the spiritual world changes, so you should too. Somehow things are coming together. There's something coming back. Not broken, but fixed. Archangel Michael's voice gets softer as he talks. They are being led, pulled, or woken up to come back to you in some way. They are still thinking about the promise they made to your soul. Take a deep breath, my sweetheart and child. This part is more than just a message. That's why it's a new chance for you. Heaven has been waiting a long time for you to be ready in heart. Michael, my beloved Archangel, is back in front of you. His face looks different this time, though. It's both soft and heavy, like he's carrying a truth that your soul needs to hear before anything else can move. In a whisper, he says, "My child, heaven never picks a random time, and now is the time you chose." The scroll in his hands gets brighter and almost shakes. It's like the next lines just appeared out of thin air. You kept things calm. I did not know how to trust. What does the message say next, even though I didn't deserve it? You gave me peace. You were the light that helped me see the parts of myself I was afraid to show. You were like a mirror that showed me the whole truth about myself. Even though I loved you, I could not see myself that way because it was so clear. Your spirit knows the truth that no one told you. And it hurts in your chest right now. Archangel Michael, who I love, comes up behind you and protects you with a hand of fire. There is love in his harsh voice. He tells me, "My child, you went through a time of heartbreak that heaven never meant to destroy you. It was meant to make what you were born to hold stronger. My beloved heaven wants you to know something very important. Your love, Snorts, wasn't a mistake. The way you felt wasn't silly. It wasn't weak of you to be attached. Your hope did not go to waste. Archangel Michael shows me what happened to your soulmate. Emotional storms, inner battles, sleepless nights, and questions that cannot be answered. They were unable to speak out loud. It is a whisper. They tried to get away from you, but they couldn't get away from the link. The message gets even more real. My child, I left you because I thought you deserved someone better, stronger, and less hurt. You broke me, and I didn't know how to let you love me back. I left in the hopes that it would keep you safe. This is something you need to hear, my beloved. You weren't too much. It wasn't too much love from you. It wasn't your loyalty that was wrong. You were the only thing in their lives that made them feel pure, which scared them. My child, they were so afraid to lose you, says Archangel Michael, leaning in. They pushed you away so they wouldn't have to deal with the pain they thought was going to happen. But God made sure that this story didn't end in fear. My beloved Archangel Michael shows us another vision. I see your soulmate sitting alone and thinking about things they never said, times they ruined and chances they missed. They are whispering your name to each other. I can see that they want to reach out but are afraid or feel guilty about doing so. Heaven says that they feel the same pull you do. My child, their lack of talk wasn't because they didn't love you. It was fear. Fear of getting hurt, not wanting to lose you. Fear that you will fail. Archangel Michael goes on. Lost. You would make me feel like I have lost a part of myself. I got it now, but I didn't back then. My mind couldn't understand how my soul was connected to you. I forgot about you. I wasn't able to replace you. I couldn't hide the truth. I loved you. My beloved, heaven isn't telling you this to hurt you again. It is to show you that a cycle is ending and a season is coming to an end. God's timing is coming together. The voice of Archangel Michael rises softly like thunder that has been softened by grace. Now is the time, my child, when what was taken from you will come back to you healed. What you left behind comes back to you clearly. What was quiet comes back with the truth. This message, my beloved, is leading you to a time your spirit has been able to sense. The coming back together, the divine alignment of two souls that were never meant to part ways. And what comes next is where heaven tells us why now. Why now? This timing is strange. Before I start this next part, I want you to feel the truth moving through you, my child and beloved. You feel warm, heavy, and a strange calm rising in your chest. That is not making up stories. That is your spirit remembering something written by heaven a long time ago before your heart broke. My beloved Archangel Michael moves toward her and looks at her. A mix of relief and urgency that I have never seen before. His wings get a little less bright. But it is not because their light is going out. It is because what he is about to say has a depth that can only be communicated through truth, not brightness. He says in a low voice, my child, this is the time heaven has been waiting for. The point at which everything starts to make sense. Archangel Michael opens the scroll again. This letter is golden and shines. Your faith shines. The message keeps going. I didn't know love could make me feel like I was at home. I had no idea that someone could hear me when I was quiet. I didn't know someone could talk to my soul without speaking. I never thought I'd feel so strongly about you. You scared me, kid. You didn't make sense. It was simple to love you. You didn't do too much. They didn't know how to hold on to the kind of love you were because their heart was broken. I love you, Archangel Michael. He walks over to your right and wraps his fire around your spirit to protect you. His voice is strong but not loud. You will talk to someone who has been in battles that no one else saw. He tells her, my child, you were strong. Even when your heart was breaking, you quietly forgiven them. You were very patient. You believed in heaven. Even though you didn't know why things were going wrong, heaven saw that strength, my beloved. Heaven praised it. Heaven is pleased with it. Archangel Michael keeps the revelation going. They did their best to forget about you. That is what they said they would do. But life hurt them every time. They thought of you every time something made them remember love. It was like a voice in their head. Heaven is telling me the truth. My child, you and your soulmate were hurt when they broke up. They felt like a quiet shadow when you weren't there. Your words stayed with them like echoes in their minds. They carried your love with them like a memory that wouldn't go away. The next lines of their message show how deep they were trying to hide. My beloved, I kept telling myself I would come back when I was better, when I was good enough, and when things were stable. But time went by, and I didn't know how to tell you, my child, that I still loved you. Notice how this truth feels in your heart. We didn't forget about you. You were not left behind. You were held in a place of fear, not rejection. Archangel Michael takes another step forward. His wings rise up like a shield against all the bad thoughts that have ever told you that you are not good enough. My child, don't doubt your worth. He says, don't doubt your strength. This is what heaven is telling you now because your heart needs to be healed before your destiny can happen. There is a holy thing going on inside you, my beloved. Putting an old wound to rest, answering a deep question and getting rid of a silent burden. Archangel Michael speaks again in a soft voice. These people are waking up because of memories, fate, and the knowledge that you were the only truth that never left their life. Heaven wants you to know, my child, it is not a coincidence that you are connected. The time you spent apart was not a punishment. Your timing is not a fluke. All of it was planned by God so that when your souls meet again, you will be healed, awake, and in sync. The message keeps going. I have never been this ready before. I am ready to tell you the truth that I hid. Ready to give you the love I turned down. Get ready to face what made me run away. This is why you were brought to this message today, not before or after today. Because things are changing for you. You hear a whisper from Archangel Michael. You will learn why heaven picked you, why the link never went away, and what is coming your way faster than you think in the next part. Hold on tight, my child, my beloved. This is where heaven starts to reveal the deepest truth. The part that none of you knew about or could understand. You are no longer just reading a message. As you walk through this doorway, your soul has been going around it for years. Archangel Michael is getting closer than ever. My beloved, the way his wings are folded makes it look like he is guarding something holy, fragile, strong, and just for you. As he says, my child, his voice breaks a little and gets softer. Heaven has been keeping this a secret for a very long time. Do not move. Your heart is about to understand something. It has been wondering about for a long time. When he opens the scroll again, the letters shine like fire. The message keeps going. You were the only person who loved me no matter what. You were the only one whose soul felt like fate. I always trusted your heart. Even when I said I didn't, the moment I realized what I was really looking for was when I lost you, my child. Those words carry the weight of a truth. They never said out loud. They hid this truth because they didn't know how to deal with its strength. My beloved Archangel Michael walks up next to you, and his presence is so strong that it makes you stop breathing. His voice is low and solemn. You were never the one being chased, my child. You were the one that people wanted to catch. You weren't the one who was broken. You were able to heal them. You were not the one who was lost. They couldn't face the truth because you were it. My beloved, please fully understand this. You were a blessing. You were what made the difference. They weren't ready for the miracle you were. Another memory is brought to light by Archangel Michael. Late at night, I see your soulmate sitting alone with their phone, typing a message, and then deleting it. As I look out the window, I see them thinking of you with a pain they tried to hide. I can see that they are remembering little things about you. Little things they never forgot. What does Archangel Michael say when he opens the scroll again? The letters shine like fire. The message keeps going. You were the only person who loved me no matter what. You were the only one whose soul felt like fate. You were the only heart I could trust. Even when I said I wasn't, the moment I realized what I was really looking for was when I lost you, my child. Those words carry the weight of a truth. They never said out loud. They hid this truth because they didn't know how to deal with its strength. My beloved, Archangel Michael comes up next to you and stays there until you can breathe again. His voice is low and solemn. You were never the one being chased, my child. You were the one that people wanted to catch. You weren't the one who was broken. You were able to heal them. You were not the one who was lost. They couldn't face the truth because you were it. My beloved, please fully understand this. You were a blessing. You were what made the difference. They weren't ready for the miracle. You were. Another memory is brought to light by Archangel Michael. Late at night, I see your soulmate sitting alone with their phone, typing a message, and then deleting it. I see them stand by a window and think about you. They are in pain, but they try to hide it. I can see that they are remembering little things about you. Little things they never forgot. What does Archangel Michael say? They thought that staying away would keep you safe, but it only hurt them. The message goes on. I stayed away because I didn't want my chaos to change your peace. Because I didn't know how to deserve you. I pushed you away. There was something about you that kept coming back to me. No matter how hard, I tried to forget you. Do you feel that pull in your chest, my child? Your spirit is now in sync with the truth that was kept from you. As you feel that quiet recognition, Archangel Michael speaks again. My beloved dear child, this message is not meant to hurt you again. It is about telling them the truth, to end them. Heaven is getting your heart ready for a change that will be strong, holy, and meant to happen. They didn't come back before because they weren't ready to talk without hurting you again, says Archangel Michael. They didn't want to give love without breaking it. They didn't feel ready to stand next to you without breaking down. My beloved, this is the divine reason why you are apart. They had to get better. You had to get bigger. It was meant to be. So, heaven had to fix it. Your story went on. It stopped. The message gets stronger. I am not the same person I used to be. I have dealt with my fears. I have healed wounds I didn't even know I had. Now I have the strength to love you the way I didn't before. My child, now heaven shows you something very important. The other end of this connection is now facing you. This soul is getting help. This bond is becoming stronger. The timing of this is being set by God. My child, the blessing you prayed for is not on the way. Whispers Archangel Michael. It is here now. So get your heart ready. After seeing your spirit, Archangel Michael tells you that what is going to happen next in your life will not be small. This will not be like other times. It is not going to be weak. It will happen by fate. Heaven will tell you what this return means for your future, your path, your heart, and the blessing that is already happening. Before you leave, I want you to do something that makes God's favor flow through your whole life. Press the like button right now. Not as a joke, but as a spiritual sign of agreement. If you like this video, you are telling heaven, I agree with this word. I understand this truth. Heaven can feel the vibration of acceptance. When you say I open myself to the blessings being released here, it is your digital amen and your online statement that you are ready for God to move. So go ahead and press like right now. You will feel something change as God's favor starts to flow toward you like never before. Please take one more step of faith. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button. It is not about following a leader. This is about getting in a place where the sky is open. This is what everyone who subscribes says. I am ready for every prophetic promise God has for me. I am ready for any alignment that heaven plans. I am ready to be led by God's timing. When you subscribe, you turn on a spiritual GPS that keeps you in touch with the words that heaven is letting out. You are telling God, I don't want to miss anything He has to say. Do it right now. Sign up now. And this is the moment that your prophetic alignment is set in finally. And this is very important. I want you to spread this message. Not only does it help the channel, but sharing also sets off a powerful process in your own breakthrough. Putting this word in someone else's path is like working with heaven on a mission. As soon as you send this message to someone else, its power doubles in your life. Someone you know is having a hard time right now. Someone needs to hear that the message their soulmate forgot to send is coming back. Someone needs to know that God hasn't forgotten about them. Share it with others. Press the share button now. Tell 3 people about it. Put it on your timeline. As you do this, your breakthrough will speed up, your alignment will get stronger, and your blessing will grow. Those who assist others in getting home are always rewarded in heaven. Now share and see what God does next. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you" on this platform. Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. If you desire to deepen your connection, join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, this is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.